for the Jesseville Lions. Alongside with him is going to be Tony Freeman, Coach Ryan O'Neill. He's been a part of this coaching staff for several years now. Used to play for the Lions, and Ron Young. But as we would like to say once again, guys, we apologize for the late start. We are here once again at the Phillips Field Lions Stadium on top of the hill as Jesseville is trying to increase that lead right now as we are on top of Danville 7-0. I'm also up here right now. Excuse me, folks. We're trying to get everything kind of dialed in here in the booth and trying to get all of our network and our connections set up. But as I was saying, I am up here in the booth with Jordan Graves. He's up here beside me, going to help me commentate this game. And right there you see Carson Hare taking the quarterback option up the middle right there for just enough to move these chains and set Jesseville up with a first down. So as we are here right now, Jesseville is going to take over on first down, ball just right at about that midfield mark. He has got the number 3 of Matthew Huff in the backfield. He's going to take the handoff, hands it off to Huff. Huff slips as he takes the handoff, but he's going to barrel forward, drop his shoulder, and get just right at that first down mark. I believe that was the number 1 there for Danville of Julian Bursa, I believe. Or Bursera is how you say that. But Jesseville now with a second and short as the ball is sitting on the 43-yard line. Time is ticking away here in the opening quarter of senior night. Hare's going to hand it off to Huff. Huff once again into the secondary. Still got on his feet, and he's going to finally be tripped up and brought down right out about the 20-yard line. That was a good little handoff there by him as Hare handed it off to Huff. Huff made a few people miss and got into the secondary there and was finally tripped up. So that's going to be a big first down there as Jesse was trying to take this ball and make it a 2-possession ball game.
You almost ran over the referee on that last run.
Yeah, he was trying to make some guys miss, and fortunately there it was just enough to pick up that first down. As you see, I don't know if they handed that ball off to Huff or if Hare kept that. But that was Huff again carrying that football, and that's going to be a gain of about 2 or 3. 1:40 left to play in the first quarter. Hare looks to the sidelines. And as we were kind of talking about it while we were trying to get this network connection, this is for a home playoff win, or a home playoff game, excuse me. This would be the first home playoff game that Jesseville's hosted in over 5 years. So this is definitely a big game for Jesseville. Even just as big of a game there. Woo! As Carson Hare is upended right there at about inside the 5-yard line. But as I was saying, this is just as big of a game for Danville as this is for the playoffs. This is for a playoff spot. So if Danville is able to come away with a win here, their season continues. If not, this is it for them. So definitely a lot on the line for both teams. But Jesseville has already secured their spot in the playoffs so far this year.
Yeah, even though they got that spot secured, like you were saying, you'd like to see them come back here and play at home to have that home field advantage.
Yeah, playing at home always takes the pressure off, especially when you know that you've been able to roll like we have been this season, fortunately, and kind of make some things happen. So being able to finish off the year and keep it rolling here at home would be a good thing. And you see Carson Hare there punching it in for another Jesseville touchdown to make it a 2-possession ball game here with just 46 seconds left to play in the first.
That was actually number 4, Joey Benson. Carson Hare came out of the play before because he got hit with a helmet to the knee, it looked like.
Oof. So hopefully we see him back. Talk to Coach Freeman a little bit earlier this week. One thing that he was saying is he said that this is going to be a good Danville football team that they're going to play. This is for a 3rd seed, I do believe, for in the playoffs. So one thing about it is, this isn't a knockoff team. These are some guys that are able to pull off a few wins this year, and they're going to definitely try to play. But Jesseville right there able to get the approachment call on the extra point. So we're going to see what we do as we change. We're going to swap guys out here. Not sure what Jesse was going to do. You still see Benson out on the play. Looks like he's going to take the call.
Maybe looking at another direct snap right here.
Yeah, I think they're showing two, and they're going to try and go for it. So Huff is alongside Benson in the backfield. Benson takes the option. He's going to try and barrel forward, and he's going to cross the goal line, and that's going to be 2 points right there for Jesseville as they increase their lead 15-0 over the Danville Little Johns. And that, again, was number 4 of Joey Benson on the carry there, and he just took the direct snap and showed a little option look to the right side and just kept it himself, dropped his shoulder, and used that size to his advantage and punched that one in. So as the number 25 of Allison Quinones comes on for Jesseville to kick off here. So far, Jordan, Jesseville's been rolling. They've done a good job on defense. They've done what they needed to do. They've stopped this Danville Little John offense from scoring any points, and then they've gone down both times that they've had offensive possession and put points on the board. So,
yeah, and, like we've seen in some of the previous games this season, once they get that running game going, they kind of just find a hole, and, they get 3 or 4 yards, sometimes even 10 to 15, so they just keep on running it.
Yeah, one thing, here it's a 2-possession ball game, so you definitely don't want to let off here. You want to keep on rolling and go into halftime with a lot of momentum. But right there, you see Danville not giving up as they're able to take that kickoff return down past the 40-yard line. So they're going to do everything they can here on offense to try and make something happen and finally get on this board. So we'll kind of go over a little bit of this Little John offense. They're going to be led here by the number 1. We mentioned him earlier. Julian Becerra is his name. He's wearing the number 1 tonight. Out for the split ends for Danville, number 7 of Solomon Gilkey. So Becerra in the backfield, waits the snap. He's going to take it, does a little punk fake, tries to get out. He's dragging guys, really under pressure, gets the ball out, and that's just going to hit the ground as he just tried to get the ball out. And I said that was going to be Becerra, but that looked like that was the number 2 of Lawson Wilkins there on the attempt.
And I couldn't tell if he was trying to throw it. He was trying to find an open receiver. It looked like he almost tried to throw it to a lineman, but he ducked.
Yeah, Becerra is in the backfield with Wilkins, it looks like. They've also got the number 14 of Donovan Mitchell out wide. And they got a couple big guys up front.
They definitely got some size, and they could use that to their advantage for that blocking.
Yeah, I believe that's number 74, Mitchell Gill. He's a big guy up front right there that's definitely able to kind of block a few guys, but he isn't able to block them right there as Jesseville eats that play up in the backfield for a loss of about 5 on the play.
And you had about 5 guys from the lines right there to meet him.
Yeah, that was a great defensive possession, great defensive drive there for Jesseville, basically, as we just drove those offensive guys in the backfield to set up 3rd and 16, and that's going to take us to the end of this first quarter with Jesseville on top, 15-0 over Danville. So right there, great start to this football game if you're a Jesseville line, as you're able to stop them on defense, as those guys are holding strong. And look at those guys as they come over to the sidelines, and they are pumped up, ready to go, ready to play 3 more quarters of football and go home with a win and secure a home playoff spot.
And like you were saying, you want to keep them that way. You want that momentum to keep on going. You don't want to come out at halftime, half speed. You just want to finish this thing out.
Yeah, you definitely want a lot of momentum going into playoffs. So right now, 15-0, Jesseville, you want to keep that foot on the pedal and not let off, keep on rolling, keep on pushing. And right now you're about to face a big 3rd down play, 3rd and 16. You want to do what you've been able to do so far in this game and get in the backfield and cause some disruption and really just possibly, force this ball to go 3 and out. Had a very successful fall festival here last night as Jesseville First Baptist Church hosted a little fall fest here at the outside the parking lot outside Jesseville School, and had well over 100 people in attendance for it. All the little ones were able to come out here and do some trick-or-treating and jump on some bounce houses. They did a donation project for the Carter family, for the Dean family, for the surgery that Kyan Dean is about to undergo, and they did a donation for it, so definitely went to a good cause there. So today I do believe was Spirit Week for Jesseville, as all the little ones were able to wear their Halloween costumes to school, so that was also a fun little deal that they got to do. They ripped 12's deal off. 3rd and 16 here. Big play for Jesseville as Wilkins is going to try and keep it up the middle, tries to use that side, but he's going to be drugged down after a gain of about 8 on the play. It's going to bring up 4th down. We're going to see if they're going to try and go for it. And if I'm Danville, I'm trying to go for it here.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what they wanted. You know, they wanted Jesseville to think they were going to try and go for the whole 3rd down there, but you know they got 8 yards, and now they're only looking down at a 4 and 6.
Yeah, 4th and short's a little bit easier to accomplish here, but right now, if you Jesseville, you hold it right here. This is a great field position, and it looks like Danville is going to call the first timeout of this football game and go to the sidelines and kind of talk it over real quick before they follow through with this 4th down. So right now, you're in 4th down territory. This is definitely a position where you can, 4th and 6, you can pick that up on the ground. Wilkins, you've got a quarterback in the backfield that's, got some size, got some meat on him, so he can possibly make a few guys miss and drop a shoulder and, pick up that first down. Haven't really seen him throw the ball very much. Whenever we've seen him attempt it, you've seen 3 or 4 Jesseville lines in the backfield, disrupting that attempt. So I would imagine that they're going to try and keep this on the ground and pick this first down up.
It looks like to me one of the key things for Jesseville tonight is definitely keeping pressure on that quarterback, not allowing him to scramble, but taking him down in the backfield.
Yeah, he's done a good job on that, and like you say there, we've put pressure on him and we've gotten in the backfield, but we necessarily haven't been able to bring him down. So one thing that we got to do is if we're going to cause that disruption, we can't allow him to kind of roll out of the pocket and scramble a little bit and possibly find an open receiver for a first down. If we're going to get back there, we've got to get back there and bring him down. So here we go, 4th and 6. Big 4th down here for Jesseville, or for Danville, as he looks to throw, looks over the middle. It's going to be overthrown there. No flags, and that's going to be a turnover for Danville. Jesseville is going to take over at the 45. So that is a big defensive stop there for the Jesseville Lions, as that is their 3rd straight defensive stand against this Danville Littlejohn offense, as they still hold them scoreless, 15-0, 11:24 left to play in this first half. Carson Hare with the handoff to Huff. Huff trying to find a few blocks, runs into one of his own defenders, and a late flag coming in there. Not sure what this flag is here.
I think it might be holding, but I'm not for sure.
Yep, that is going to be a holding call. That was a late flag. So that's going to back them up a few after the 4-yard rush by Huff there. So Carson Hare is going to come back 1st and 15 and see what Jesseville can do, see if they can keep this offensive momentum rolling. Hare's got 3 receivers on this play. He's going to take the handoff, looks to throw under a little bit of pressure, gets it out to Benson. Benson is finally brought down once he crosses the original line of scrimmage. He's going to pick up about 7 on that play. Call it 8. Good little completion there as Hare just took the snap, kind of a little option, and dished it to the underneath receiver, and that was Benson, and he, was immediately brought down, though. That was a good open field tackle, so
That was a smart decision by Hare there. You know, he looked down, didn't see anybody deep, so he just took the 5 yards, 7 yards he could get.
Yeah, right here. And Huff bouncing it out to the outside. Great job right there. That was a good handoff by Hare, and Huff just trying to stretch that play out to the sidelines, trying to bounce it out and finding a few blocks. So he was able to pick up about 5 or 6 more. Going to set him up with 3rd and about 2. Hare looks at the sideline after the fake snap. Third and 3. Benson's in motion. Take the snap. Hare's going to keep it himself, and he's going to slip right there on the wet grass, and he's going to slip right there at that line of scrimmage, and I think that's going to be a gain of about none as we're facing a 4th and short, 4th and 3. So if you're Coach Burke, you know he's going to want to go for it as he's got total confidence in his offense.
Well, especially up when you're up by 2 scores, you know, you're sitting here at the 36-yard line, so why not see if you can make something happen, get down there and score some more points.
Yeah, this could be a big momentum swing for Danville, though, if they make a stop. So you definitely want to try and be aggressive here. It's 2 short yards, so you want to be aggressive in those 2 short yards as Hare's going to keep it, but he's going to be brought down, and I think that's going to be short. And that was a great tackle there by the number 21 of Henry Navarte. And that's going to be a turnover on downs. Danville's football there. Hare, he tried to keep that himself, and it looked like he was going to be able to get it. But Navarte, he was able to kind of get through there, get some hands on those legs, and bring him down short of the first down. So good job there by Danville. So here we go, first down. They're going to keep it with the quarterback. Wilkins is going to be brought down and swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. A flag's going to come in here on the tackle. He was brought down by the 22 of Gabe Graves there. And the number 72, Joshua Witt, also on the tackle. I think the call was an incidental face mask. So 1st and 6 here for Danville. 8:30 left to play in the first half. Wilkins in the backfield along with Becerra. Looks to throw. Wilkins, and he's hit as he throws, and that ball's going to be thrown short and hit the turf, and he was hit hard as he was throwing that football by 22 of Gabe Graves. And that was a good lick by the senior there. And he was lucky to get that ball out. He had his arm up. Gabe got right there underneath that arm and just popped that chest. And
he was coming in full speed ahead for
yeah,
sure.
He wanted that one. And he was lucky got that ball out right as he was getting hit.
I think we're going to see it again right here.
Yep, and Gabe Graves with the pressure again, and we get some hands up. And that was Benson there with getting the hands up on the play, and nobody there for Danville as this is going to bring up 3rd down.
I think what Jesseville's trying to do is get the quarterback in the mindset of he's going to have a rush just about every play, so he's trying to get rid of the football. Yeah, hopefully we can force a little bit of a turnover here. Maybe force him to get that ball out quick and into the hands of a Jesseville defender. 3rd and 6. Wilkins waits for the snap. Becerra in the backfield. He's going to take it himself. He's going to hit the line of scrimmage and get about 2 or 3 on the play. He's going to be short of a first down, so that's going to bring up about 4th and 2 here. It looks like Wilkins is going to the sidelines, and Danville's going to call a timeout here. So Danville calls their second timeout, 4th and 3 here. So Danville is going to go and talk it over real quick before they go for this 4th down once again. Last time they went for it, their last offensive series, Jesseville stopped them short and was able to force a turnover. So hopefully
Jesseville can do it once again.
I've noticed that each time that they've had the quarterback run it up the hole, he's got about 4 yards. So I'm wondering if they're going to do the same play to try and get that first down.
Yeah, I'm right there with you, Jordan. I would totally expect Wilkins to take this direct snap and just kind of drop a shoulder and try to pick up these three short yards. But you know, Jesseville's been tough on defense. It's a scoreless game so far if you're Danville. So you know, Jesseville's been doing something right on defense. So these might be a little bit tougher 3 yards than you'd like. So Wilkins comes in along with Becerra and Gabe Stanley also in the backfield. And they're going to go for it. 7:57 left in this first. They're going to hand it off to Stanley, and he's going to get hit right at that first down mark, and he's going to be pushed backwards. But where the official's coming in and saying the ball's at is right at that first down mark.
It looked like he pushed forward enough to get it. He did a good job there by lowering his shoulder and, you know, just taking that hard hit, but he got the first down.
Yeah, they're going to move the chains finally. It was a late signal, but they're going to move it. So first down, that was a much-needed first down if you're Danville here to start the game or to continue this drive. Same look as the last play. Man in motion. They're going to hand it off to Stanley. Stanley cuts back inside, tries to find something, and is going to be brought down for a loss of a yard there as he tries to make a move and finds absolutely nothing but the arms of about 3 Jesseville defensive linemen. It looks like the number 54, Justin Grubbs, is going to come out there on the play. You got 3 receivers at the bottom of your screen. That's the number 4 of Alex Hilton. Looks like Becerra also. They're looking to throw to the opposite side, though. It's going to be a caught but dropped. And I thought he brought that one in. It hit him right in his chest, but he dropped it when he was getting slung down. And that's going to be an incomplete there to bring up another third down for Danville, 3rd and 10.
That's where this cold weather comes into play. You know, that ball's a little bit harder to catch. Like you said, he had it right in his hands and just couldn't come up with it.
Yeah, I think that was Quinones there on the defensive stop there as he was able to, you know, wrap him up and kind of force the incompletion option. They're going to pitch it out. Man, that ball hit the ground, and he took a great hit there by the number 61 for Jesseville, Aaron Murders. And that was a little option look. He pitched it out, and it hit his hands. He dropped it, picked it up, and then was met by Murders hard. So that's going to be a 4th down, and they're finally going to punt this football.
Definitely some miscommunication. I'm not even sure he was looking at his running back whenever he pitched that ball to him.
Yeah, Jesseville has done a good job of getting in the backfield more times than not so far in this first half. So Danville comes on to punt. Good snap. Punt is up. A couple of Jesseville defenders were there. It's going to be brought out by the number 5 of B.J. Holloway. Holloway still on his feet to the sidelines. It's finally going to be pushed out at about the 35-yard line. The number 7 of Salman Gilkey was the punter on that play. So Jesseville is going to take over on offense once again. Ball at about the 35-yard line. 5:55 left to play in the first half. Jesseville on top 15-0. So a great stop, or great start, should I say, to this football game here on Phillips Field, Lions Stadium, senior night. What better way to start it out right before playoffs? We pull this win off, we're securing a home playoff game, so that would be a big, big plus considering we haven't had a home playoff game in over 5 years. So Hare's going to hand it off to Huff, and Huff is going to fall forward for a gain of about 4 on the play. This clock is going to roll as we run the football. Now, Jesseville, they are going to get the ball to start the second half, so that's one thing that you've got to think of right now. If I'm Coach Burke, I'm trying to use every bit of 5 minutes and 25 seconds and rolling as I can to put some points on the board right before halftime and then put yourself in the position to get the ball right back after halftime. So Huff on the handoff again. Big room, big hole up the middle, and he's finally brought down after a gain of about 15. He crosses midfield and is finally tripped up at about the 45-yard line. And Jordan, you've seen that play hook up and work out several times so far tonight. Little counter, little get back up inside.
It almost looks like he's only going half speed, trying to, you know, make his decision
Yeah.
to know where to go. But, man, 15, 20 yards at a time, take it.
Yeah, and at half speed, if he hits that hole full speed ahead, you know, that's 6 all day. Right there, you see him hand it off again to Huff. Huff barreling forward, and there it is. Right as we say it, the 10, the 5 man to beat, touchdown, Matthew Huff. And right there, right as we were saying,